banging your head on a brick
Honestly,
wall.
it's much harder to... What are you wearing your sunglasses for?
Because you said this week we're looking at dark glasses.
Dark glasses, I get the gag. As you probably have too from the title of this video, welcome to All About the Bass with me, MC the Hammer, Anderton.
And me, Nathan the King.
And yeah, we've got the new Darkglass, semi-new Darkglass 900 head here. Started doing Darkglass products in the summer because you bass players out there all said they're great and you should. So we did. And
we've looked at a few of the pedals, haven't we?
We've looked at some of the pedals, preamp pedals, compressor pedals from memory. They're mainly kind of gainy, kind of preampy pedals, aren't they?
Right, yeah. And this is their sort of foray into the amplifier world. So this is their first amp.
Yes. Based in Finland, out of Helsinki, which is where everything is made. We'll get some close-ups of this, but it's a beautiful form, isn't it?
It is beautifully
loveliness.
made. Yes,
Really
indeed.
lovely kind of brushed steel thing with like this etched kind of logo thing on the top. Really, really nice.
Yeah.
Fan called a mahoosive 900 watts RMS into 4 ohms. Allegedly 900 watts after putting a 1 kilohertz sine wave through this, turning everything up for 2 minutes, full blast, and then measuring the power output. So
that's what I like to do at a gig.
Yeah. Whoever had that job, I must admit, I do feel somewhat sorry for them. Yeah, 900 watts, mega loud, drives cabinets from 8 ohms down to 2 ohms. So, you know, quite a low, it'll go quite low, quite low, that will, he says. And it's pretty simple, in fairness, on the front. These 4 controls here are their patented Microtubes engine. And over here we've got a 4-band EQ, bass, low mids, high mids, treble, where again you can adjust the frequency that the mid controls work on. A gain control, a master volume control. What other switches have we got that we thought were cool?
It comes with
a magic button. Make the magic happen. 24 karat magic.
At no extra cost.
Yeah, head to toe so player.
Yeah, it's and this basically switches in the Microtubes environment. This is your drive, and then also if you hold it, it mutes the amp. So how about that?
Amazing. Yeah.
See?
Well,
so
let's.
And that just uses a standard guitar cable as well. So
let's go through some tones, man. Oh, and why are we EBS cabinets? We're using an EBS cabinet because as yet, Darkglass have not made any foray into the world of bass cabinets. Maybe they will, maybe they won't.
I expect they will.
But they don't at the moment. So what you're hearing, actually I don't know what you're hearing because I shall leave that up to our fabulous editing team to annotate across the screen what you're hearing at different times of the demo, because there is a DI output plugged in the back and there is a microphone on the cabinet. So you'll be presumably hearing a mix of those. So let's start with all the EQ on flat, and we will engage the Microtube engine.
All right. Well, let's not first.
Oh,
let's
okay.
just have it flat, right? Totally flat.
Yeah.
And
Let's
clean.
do some playing
because it's a very nice clean sound. Quite a really kind of nice focused, tight sound. This is a 4x10 cab that we're using here, by the way.
Just a Mexican jazz bass, I think, isn't it?
It is
just a Mexican jazz bass.
a Mexican jazz bass.
In Danish Pete's favourite colour.
What's it? It's a sparkly look.
Yeah, sparkly opal.
It's kind of nice, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah, it's nice. Anyway.
Yep.
Oh, come on then. So I didn't mean to interrupt. You can play and do some bits on the
Well, I
clean
can't
sound
play
if you
actually because I've been on tour playing the guitar for 2 months and I've
forgotten what the
that's all.
4-string does.
Yeah, so apologies.
Go on then. Do a bit of something to give them the clean sound, or have we done that?
Well, you know, with a pick, you can have a bit of clean pick.
Okay, so let's engage the Microtubes engine. The engine has 2 modes. It can emulate the VMT circuit or the B3K circuit, which are a couple of the pedals that they make. So if you want it to,
okay, right.
I think it said the B3K is the more kind of aggressive gaming one, and the VMT is the sort of the smoother one. So we'll start in VMT.
Okay.
I suppose if I was clever, I'd look up what VMT meant, but you know, as I'm not.
Let's finish. Who knows?
Let's go. Right.
It's
so
okay, and also you've got a blend control included in this as well. So
drive, level, tone, and blend.
yeah, and the blend obviously goes all the way from like way clean to all effects.
Yes.
So I don't know if you want to fiddle about.
I will
with that.
do. I'll fiddle with everything.
Oh,
So I'd forgotten. It did say in the manual that if the foot switch is plugged in, it overrides the microtube. So it doesn't matter what I do to this button on the front here. The foot switch is saying no.
Foot
you can't
switch
do
is
that.
king.
So you have to use the foot switch. So here we go. Right. Let's see what this sounds like. So you've got your reference tone of what. In fact, start playing and I'll turn it on whilst you're playing because then it's easier to hear then, isn't it?
Yeah. It's all right,
like
isn't
it a lotty. I like this blend control because I kind of think one of the problems I've always had when we've used overdrive pedals into an amplifier is you lose all that kind of clarity on the bottom end and the fatness of the sound, and it's just replaced with like fuzz, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas I'm really liking the fact that you can have a nice blend of the two.
Yeah.
So that was the VMT setting. If we change it to the B3K setting,
my word.
This is more distorted, should you even need to. So here we go. This is, oh, and look,
Heaven help us.
It lights up red as opposed to blue.
There you go.
Because everybody knows red is a little bit more aggressive than blue.
Much more aggressive.
Apparently
Right, let's
so.
find out.
Aggressive. It's just a different
tone.
It's a toppier tone, isn't it? Let's just switch between VM. I'll just put the settings on, like just over half or something like that for everything, and then we'll just switch between. So this is VMT.
VMT.
B3K's got a big mid scoop in it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's just got that
slightly
smoother
different
kind of
tone,
sound. So actually, maybe I got that the wrong way around. Maybe VMT is the more aggressive. I suppose it depends how you define aggressive. But B3K sounded smoother to me. let's have a look at the EQ. I will leave the Microtubes engine switched off as we go through the EQ, and we'll just keep it clean.
Okay.
Because you never know whose mum's watching. And
whoa! Hey.
And we'll see what it does. Now, as I said, the low mid and the high mid have 3 Q kind of points. So the
frequency, you can select the different frequencies you want to cut or boost. Yeah.
Yeah. So low mid will work at either 500 hertz, 1 kilohertz, or 250 hertz, and high mids will go from 1.5 kilohertz, 3.5 kilohertz, 3 kilohertz, or 750 hertz. So again, I'll try and switch through those to give you an idea of what it sounds like too. But anyway, here goes. Gotta be honest with you, this is impressive. This is my favourite sounding of all the small bass heads that we've tried.
Oh!
It's got massive. What I like about it is, despite the fact that the bass control is adding another sort of 12 dB of bass in there, and it's reasonably loud already, it this just seems to be this never-ending amount of headroom.
Right.
There's no. It didn't. At one point in that clip there, feel like the amp was going, can't go any more, which is the problem always with, I think, either where the amp is underpowered or where the power rating is a sort of a downhill with the wind behind it sort of power rating, and you never know how much you can really trust that.
Cool.
I think it's great.
There you go, man.
You like it?
I do, yeah. I really like it. All from for lots of different reasons. It looks really cool.
I wonder how it doesn't look terribly practical to rack mount, does it? If you just wanted to sort of do that.
Yeah, but does anybody do that?
I don't know.
I don't really see the point. If you've got a small bass head, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
That it's a small bass head.
You don't.
The last thing you want to do is stick it in a rack, and then you've got
make it big.
Yeah,
for no reason.
Let's make it much bigger.
Okay.
No, you just want
That's
a
a
nice
good
little one of those little padded bags over your shoulder. Job's a good one.
Let's try and get a sound then, like of a combination of the EQ and the Microtubes engine. Did you have a preference between VMT and B3K?
Maybe the first one.
The more mid-rangey one.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So this foot switch comes with it, by the way. It's included in the price, not an optional extra, and it's also.
You don't need a cable though.
You do need the cable. But it works with,
it works with any normal mono guitar cable. It's fine. Yeah.
And Darkglass say it's an intelligent foot switch, which means it won't work with like a normal latching foot switch. You have to have this actual one.
But they give it to you anyway. So
yes.
What do you want?
Right, I'm just going to try and find a tone that appeals to me. So what would you, I mean, again, when you're gigging, do you tend to find that you're putting the mid-range up a little bit to kind of cut through, or does it very much depend on the...
well, as you know, Lee, I'm a very, very lazy man.
Yes.
So I try not to do anything at all. I just try and get through it.
Just turn it on.
Just turn it on and just, get on with it. So that's good. I should have you come along to my gigs and you can sort of shape
your
my
bass
tone.
sound. Absolutely. More than happy to do that if you want. I'm relatively cheap. So, right.
So I've heard.
Yeah. Let's see what we get. Between the two.
Right then.
Oh, I tell a lie. We haven't talked about or even demonstrated what this gain control does here. So we probably... During this clip here, we'll see what happens where we drive it. So this gain control is outside of the Microtubes engine.
After?
And it's after it, but before the EQ. So it's kind of gaining into the EQ.
Well, yeah, but that's kind of standard, isn't it?
Yeah.
On an amp. If you get this bit,
yeah,
this is like conventional amp, and then this is like having a couple of pedals in front.
course it is.
Yeah.
I knew there was a reason that we employed you to come and do bass demos.
Yeah.
Right, let's do this
found
thing.
out.
Yeah. You play and I'll just get a sound that I like.
Okay. How loud is it? It sounds loud.
Pretty loud.
Turn it down a
Okay,
bit.
I'll turn it down a bit. I like it a lot.
It's cool, isn't it?
I got really what I like about amplifiers, guitar amplifiers or bass amplifiers, whatever, is I like it when everything's at 12 o'clock. You go, that sounds really, really good, and then almost as you start to adjust it, you just end up going, oh, I didn't like that sound as much, and you end up almost going pretty much as close back to 12 o'clock with just minor tweaks, just maybe to change the dynamics of the cabinet or the bass or whatever, you're just tweaking that, but fundamentally you're never going that far away from the 12 o'clock thing, because you just go, that's clearly where the amp sounds good. So look, there's not much else to tell you other than the fact that
We've nearly finished.
Yes.
It's made in Finland.
It is made in Finland. In fact, we've kept this whole demo to a very Scandinavian kind of feel, because the cabinets are Swedish.
Yes.
The amplifier is Finnish.
And the editor's Danish.
Yes, absolutely. And occasionally I hear you're in Holland.
Yes, quite often. Not technically Scandinavia, but hey.
No, but it's, nearby.
In that neck of the woods. They're very tall.
Dear.
I'll give them that.
There's really nothing negative to say about this other than the fact that it's not quite as competitively priced as some of the other micro heads. So whereas a lot of the kind of stuff that we've demoed, like in fact I'm trying to think of the brand, like the Laneys and the PVs and the...
Well, that's certainly, that's the more sort of budget end of the market.
Yeah, so those kind of things, like are in the sort of £500 range. Yeah. This is more like the 800 to 900.
Yeah, but I imagine you'd have to pay that for sort of the good TC stuff.
Well, it's not Chinese built, no. So obviously anything that's European built or American built is going to be, a little bit more expensive. Yeah. Comes with a fabulous heritage. I mean, Darkglass is, has been for the last probably 2 years or so. It's kind of the super cool bass brand. And it looks great, sounds great, does the job. So we had our first delivery of these about 6 weeks ago, and we had 20 delivered, and it was literally like 20 arrived, and 2 days later, 20 were gone.
No way.
And actually, we've not had any since then. So the guys from Darkglass very kindly dropped this off to me yesterday, and we get another delivery of these in about 2 days' time. So probably by the time this video is live, they should be back in stock again. But they are, very, very in demand, very cool. Really, really like it. Let's play out. Let's do this.
It's a thumbs up.
Yeah, a double thumbs up from the Grain Chill gang.
Woo! So, bye then.
Bye.
Ta-da!
Enjoy some more shit music.
See you next time.